So a really common problem with the vulcanized soles on Vans, or any vulcanized shoe for that matter, is that at some point during the shoe's life cycle, you're gonna get this crazy sole separation. Mine's actually separating and there's a tear, so that's only gonna get worse from this point on. And I totally get that this process isn't all that necessary considering the fact that it's gonna happen, it's inevitable, but with this much life left in the shoe, like, there's some heel drag, some yellowing going on, but it's not dead yet. It's not totally beat. So this is a pair of Anaheim Authentics in the black colorway, or Style 44, whatever you want to call it. And it's my most favorite shoe. I wear it almost every day. So at this point, I don't want this to get any worse, and I want to be able to wear it every day without worrying about like rain or dirt getting in the separation hole here. So I have come up with a fix. I've done it on a pair of old schools in the past, and it did work out. And I'm actually in the process of doing it right now. And I figured, why not film it? Because I'm pretty damn sure I'm not the only one going through it. So here we go. What you're gonna need is some masking tape, some Gorilla Glue because I'm sponsored, just kidding, and a toothpick. If that actually focuses, nice. I love this camera. You wanna start off by taping off the areas that you don't want to get the glue on. Obviously, I have it on the sole and the canvas, but if you're super duper precise with your Gorilla Glue skills, then you're not gonna need to do this. But I mean, this just keeps it from looking sloppy. If you don't really care about it looking sloppy, then just go ahead and just jam the Gorilla Glue in there, squeeze it, and then call it a day. With this setup, you're gonna make sure that the glue doesn't actually get on the exposed canvas on top. You wanna make sure that it gets in between the crack there, squeeze it in, move it around with the toothpick, and then clamp it with your hands, and then let it dry. After that, you can remove the tape and then see the results. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now, and then do a speed up of it. So here we go. Once it's in there, place your thumb on the sole and then have your hand in the inside of the shoe and just press up against it and make sure that all the glue is getting in between the crack there. I normally hold it down for about like a minute or so, and then after that it's pretty much good to go. But if you want to just be sure of it, you can hold it down for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 6 hours, whatever you want. You can always test it by just moving it a little bit like that. But right now, we're gonna find out if I'm actually gonna upload this video based off of the results, because if it's shitty, I'm not gonna show you this, but if it's great, then you guys will see the video. Oh shit, sticking to it. Okay, so this happens, guys. So we're gonna pull the tape. Boom. And then we're gonna pull tape out the sole. You wanna make sure, by the way, that when you press the tape up against this side of the canvas here, it's like on the canvas, not just kinda on the canvas. You wanna press down on that tape just to make sure that it's actually on the canvas. Otherwise, the super glue will leak under it and then just cause havoc. So make sure that. Oh, great. Okay, so what happened here is that my tape got caught up in the super glue. We're gonna try to take that off. So what I'm doing right now is just pressing down on it and just scraping off that excess tape. That was my clock, by the way, so just ignore her. As you can tell, the sole is not coming apart, and I can even test it out like that. It's holding up already, so let it dry for like a day or so just so it sets in. So now I'm gonna do the side that has that crazy ass tear, and hopefully that goes well too. You wanna make sure you press down on it, especially this side. Really good trick to make sure that you're making sure that the tape is really tight along the crevices is just to run your fingernail through it, and then you'll be able to see a crease that you can just cut through with a knife. For this part, you want to make sure that whatever knife you're using is really sharp so that you can have a really nice clean cut along the sole separation. So just follow along the line that you made for yourself earlier with your fingernail. So right along there. That was probably out of focus, so my apologies. But yeah, you want to just cut right along the edge there. And if there's no line, then that means you didn't press hard enough with the tape. So you want to make sure you do that. But there it is. Then you want to press down on the tape that's on the canvas to make sure that's nice and tight and that the super glue won't be able to seep under it, because you don't want that happening at all. There is a bit of a gap, and so it's pretty likely that the super glue will be reaching this point here, but if you care enough, you can go ahead and just take this tape off and then do another tape right along the edge here and make sure it's nice and sharp. But honestly, I'm okay with some glue just being exposed because it's not that big of a deal, to be honest, since it's a black shoe. But if you want to go ahead and fix that, you may. But right now, I'm just going to go ahead and just keep going because ain't nobody got time for that. So there is a part that I totally missed, and what you can go ahead and do is just put a little dab of super glue on like a piece of paper, get your toothpick, and then just dab it in that little crevice that you missed there. And there you go. No more sole separation, and you can continue wearing these without having to worry about the hole getting bigger. Here's a little test. Show you guys that it's not really there anymore. Check that out. This side as well. All fixed. Oh, well, this side here actually has some separation too. And that's pretty much how I fix the sole separation that happens on these shoes. It works pretty well in my opinion. This is my second time ever doing it, but just from my experience with the old schools that I did it on, it holds up and you don't really have to worry about it separating. I did have to go back and fix one small thing, and it was just like a tiny hole that I totally missed. But it holds up. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and just leave a comment and I'll reply to it as soon as I can. This does seem a little ridiculous, I get it, but if it's a shoe that seems to be separating earlier than it should be, then this is the way to go. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and rate, comment, subscribe, yada yada yada. Peace.